but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it.
But she's pretending like there is something there. There's one person who is driving all this, and it's Angel Reese.
Made an effort to get up and put pressure on people. They're fast, I know, but if we can continue to do that, that's just gonna have to be a habit.
You've got the talent, but you're wasting it on drama. Those are LeBron James' exact words to Angel Reese. And boy, did they hit hard. Reese is furious and the whole basketball world is watching. Think about it. When the greatest player of our generation tells you you're messing up, what do? Reese chose to fight back. She's saying LeBron doesn't get it, that he doesn't understand what it's like in the WNBA. But is she right, or is this exactly what LeBron was talking about? We've got the full story, and trust me, it's wild. LeBron James just dropped a bombshell on Angel Reese, and it's shaking up the basketball world. You know LeBron doesn't usually call out players like this, especially not young stars in the WNBA. But this time, he went all in. He didn't just make a little comment or give some gentle advice. No, LeBron laid it all out there, and he didn't hold back one bit. Imagine this. LeBron's talking about focus and drama, and he's pointing straight at Angel Reese. He's saying she's got all this talent, but she's wasting it on social media beefs and trash talk. That's gotta sting, right? Coming from the king himself, those words hit different. When LeBron speaks, the whole basketball world listens, and this time, they're all ears. You won't believe how specific LeBron got about Angel's behavior. He talked about her constant jabs at Caitlin Clark, her claims of unfair treatment, even the way she carries herself on and off the court. LeBron's not just criticizing though, he's laying out a whole blueprint for success in the WNBA.
Now people are calling you out on it when you post things like this on social media.
Although many people don't want to give Angel her credit, there's no doubt that the hero versus villain story is working in the WNBA's favor as well as Caitlin Clark's favor.
Getting her teammates involved, and they got so many shooters. I watched them play Louisville, and the way they moved the ball and played off of her was just perfect.
He's talking about focusing on your game, respecting your opponents, and letting your play do the talking. But here's the kicker. LeBron didn't stop there. He went on to compare Angel's approach to Caitlin Clark's. He praised Clark for her focus, her work ethic, and the way she's elevating the entire game of women's basketball. You can almost feel the sting of those words, can't you? LeBron's basically saying, look at Caitlin. That's how you do it. And just when you think LeBron's done, he drops another bomb. He starts talking about the future of the WNBA, about how players like Angel and Caitlin could be the face of the league, but he makes it clear. It's not just about talent, it's about character, about how you carry yourself, about the example you set for the next generation. You know what's crazy? This isn't just some random celebrity beef. This is LeBron James, arguably the greatest player of his generation, calling out a rising star in the WNBA. His words carry weight, and they're going to have consequences. People are already taking sides, debating whether LeBron's right or if he's overstepping. While everyone was busy debating LeBron's words, Angel Reese was about to steal the spotlight back.
Where is the time? It seems like Angel Reese is caught up in modeling and podcasting and blah, 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 blah.
To the season, and when I was in my press conference and I was talking about being sexualized, like, I guess people thought that was like, because I post pictures in my bathing suits. No, like,
watching her grow throughout the process, watching her get better. Looking forward to actually being able to cheer for her now.
Her reaction, it was more intense than anyone could have predicted. But was it really the tantrum everyone's calling it, or is there more to this story? Angel Reese didn't just hear LeBron's criticism, she felt it. And boy, did she let the world know. Picture this, Angel's on social media, fingers flying across her phone, and she's not holding back. She's throwing words around like unfair and doesn't understand faster than she dishes out assists on the court. It's like watching a real-time meltdown, and the whole basketball world is glued to their screens. You know what's wild? Angel's fans are right there with her, backing her up like they're her personal cheerleading squad. They're saying LeBron's out of line, that he doesn't get what it's like to be a young woman in the WNBA. They're painting Angel as this underdog fighting for recognition, and LeBron as this out-of-touch superstar. It's like a social media war zone out there. But here's where it gets really interesting. While Angel and her fans are firing back, there's this whole other group of people watching, and they're saying, hold up, isn't this exactly what LeBron was talking about?
And because of Angel's Rodman-esque rebounding, never seen anything quite like it. She has run away.
Caitlin Clark hasn't done anything. She goes out and plays basketball. I've never seen her trash talk. I've never seen her taunt Angel Reese. There's nothing there.
Ever? Cheryl Miller, never. Maya Moore. I said what I said. Ever. Diana Taurasi. I said what I said. Disrespect.
They're pointing out how Angel's reaction, this emotional all over the place response, is kind of proving LeBron's point about focusing on drama instead of the game. The basketball world is split right down the middle. You've got people defending Angel, saying she's just passionate and misunderstood. Then you've got others shaking their heads, wondering if this is the kind of behavior that's going to define her career. It's like watching a tennis match, but instead of a ball, it's opinions flying back and forth. And just when you think the drama's dying down, Angel takes it up another notch. She starts deleting her social media accounts. It's like she's trying to erase herself from the internet. But in today's world, that just makes people talk more. Now everyone's wondering, is she running away from the criticism? Is she taking time to reflect? Or is this just another way to get attention? As Angel Reese goes dark online, Caitlin Clark lights up the court, packed arenas, sky-high ratings, and broken records. Clark's not just playing the game, she's changing it. Is this the real story behind the drama? Let's talk about Caitlin Clark for a second. While Angel's been caught up in this social media storm, Clark's been out there doing something incredible. She's not just playing well, she's revolutionizing women's basketball. We're talking sold-out arenas every single game. Iowa's home games, they're pulling in over 12,000 fans. That's insane for women's college basketball.
Made an effort to get up and put pressure on people. They're fast, I know, but if we can continue to do that, that's just gonna have to be a habit.
Hasn't just been rapidly approaching, it's been blinding. Led by one of the best rookie seasons in league history by Caitlin Clark.
For myself, like coming in, right off my college season and then coming right to the WNBA, having that reset has been something that I probably haven't had in like a year.
But it's not just about butts and seats. Clark's games are pulling in massive TV ratings too. People aren't just watching, they're glued to their screens. And you know what's wild? It's not just die-hard basketball fans. Clark's bringing in people who've never watched a women's game before. She's got this way of playing that's just electric. Now imagine you're Angel Reese. You're dealing with all this drama, fighting with LeBron on Twitter, and then you look over and see Caitlin Clark just crushing it. Clark's not trash talking or getting into beefs. She's just playing ball and she's doing it better than anyone else. That's gotta sting, right? Here's where it gets really interesting. People are starting to compare Clark and Reese, and not just their stats. They're looking at how they handle themselves off the court too. Clark's always respectful, always focused on the game. And now with all this drama, people are asking, is Angel focusing on the wrong things? You know what's crazy? Some analysts are calling Clark the Steph Curry of women's basketball. That's huge. They're saying she's changing the way the game is played, just like Curry did in the NBA. And it's not just talk. Clark's backing it up with her play. She's hitting these long-range shots that nobody else is even attempting. But here's the thing that's really got people talking. Clark's clutch. When the pressure's on, she delivers.
The old heads, the ones who are petty, the ones who are jealous, the ones who can't get on the new wave is what is continuing to hold the league back.
Think was gonna happen, honestly. Work on look, Angel Reese has got some basketball skills. She does.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA.
There was this one game where she hit a buzzer beater to win it. Meanwhile, Angel's been struggling in those big moments. It's like Clark's got ice in her veins, while Angel's letting the pressure get to her. Clark's ice-cold composure is turning heads, but there's an even bigger chill running through the WNBA right now. LeBron James just dropped a bombshell about Angel's behavior, and it's got people asking, is this feud actually hurting the league's image? The answer might surprise you. This isn't just about Angel and Caitlin anymore. It's about the whole WNBA. Think about it. The league's getting more attention than ever before. We're talking sold-out games, record-breaking TV ratings, and social media buzz like you wouldn't believe. But here's the thing. All this drama is making people wonder, is it good or bad for women's basketball? Some folks are saying this is exactly what the WNBA needs. They're all about that no such thing as bad publicity life. They're pointing at all the new eyes on the game, all the people talking about women's basketball who never gave it a second thought before. But others, they're not so sure. They're worried all this drama is taking away from the actual game. Like, are people tuning in to watch great basketball, or are they just here for the Twitter beef? And you know what's really wild? Even other WNBA players are weighing in now. We're talking veterans who've been in the league for years. They're not holding back either. They're saying these young stars need to focus on their game, not their social media beefs. One player, let's call her a legend of the game, she straight up said, "We fought too hard for this league to have it turn into some reality TV show."
And then her just confidence, you can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair, like she's a performer.
And so you knew they were going to come for you. You had to know that. Now, to the degree that they're doing so, I get where you're coming from.
Pictures I have put up half naked. And one thing we know is a slam dunk here is you're a hypocrite.
Caitlin Clark hasn't done anything. She goes out and plays basketball. I've never seen her trash talk. I've never seen her taunt Angel Reese. There's nothing there.
But here's where it gets complicated. Angel Reese, she's been talking about unfair treatment. She's saying she's being held to a different standard than other players. And you know what? Some people are listening. They're looking at how the media covers her compared to other players, and they're seeing some differences. But others are saying, hold up, is this really unfair treatment, or is it just the consequences of your actions? You want to know what's really got people talking? It's not just about Angel and Caitlin anymore. It's about what this whole situation means for the future of the WNBA. Are we gonna see more rivalries like this? Is this gonna be the new normal, or is the league gonna step in and try to keep things more, let's say, professional? So here's the deal. This whole Angel Reese and LeBron James situation, it's way bigger than just basketball. We're watching young stars figure out how to handle fame, criticism, and competition in real time. And it's not just about them, it's about the future of the WNBA. Think about it. How these players act now could change the game forever. Will we see more drama and Twitter beefs? Or will players focus on their skills and let their game do the talking? The way this plays out could attract new fans or turn people off. You know what's crazy? This could be a turning point for women's basketball. Are you ready to see what happens next? Because I've got a feeling it's going to be wild.